show up, start from the beginning, recognize that the best version of yourself should be your vision, not anybody else's. Stop looking for a secret trick, use Twitter to network, don't sweat the details, recognize the opportunity at hand, write on Medium if you're worried about improving yourself. Keep in mind that everyone is different. Because they have distinct aspirations, passions, and abilities, you cannot use someone else's life path to measure your success. There is no such thing as a life blueprint or perfect outcome, because everyone's path is unique. Identifying your original self, you must discover your intrinsic uniqueness, the values, interests, and passions that define who you are in life and in the world, before you can be the finest version of yourself. Make a first date style chat with yourself, pretend your ideal self is sitting next to you and ask, what are your favorite activities? Who are your favorite celebrities? Who do you enjoy being around? What impact do you want to make on the world? What is your happiest memory? Be sincere and honest in your answers. Keep an eye on your sentiments while you continue the talk. If you're experiencing negative feelings like anxiety or rage, you're probably sending yourself subliminal negative messages that are interfering with your interaction. Investigate the source of the sensation. Do you fear that you won't be able to discover who you are? Are you terrified of what you'll uncover? If you delve deep enough, as tempting as it is to feel insufficient, the truth is that every one of us is whole in our own right. It's only by connecting with your basic self that you'll be able to become the best version of yourself. Minds and bodies are constantly processing food, drink, thoughts, and emotions. In our 100 miles per minute world, we can easily feel overwhelmed. When you start to feel like you need to take a step back, it can be helpful to carve out a little time for a mini break focused on self-care and relaxation. Try taking some time regularly for yourself. Take a technology break. There are a number of benefits to doing a digital detox, but even a brief period of time away from your digital devices can be refreshing. You can start small by leaving your device home while you enjoy some time outside, or even try leaving your tech tools switched off all day long when your brain is foggy and you're riddled with indecision. It's hard to make choices that get you to where you want to be. Your inner monologue might feel overwhelming to the point where you can't finish a thought, let alone anything on your to-do list, without a clear mindset. It's easy to talk yourself out of things and get frustrated. When you can't focus, you're more likely to give in to your inner critic and forget about the goals you're working towards. For this reason, one of my daily goals is to start and finish my day with mental clarity. With a clear mind, I feel more positive, productive, and content. In this post, I'm sharing why mental clarity is my daily goal, why it's so important, and how you can create mental clarity in your daily life. Mental clarity means having a focused and clear state of mind. When you have mental clarity, your mind isn't clouded with indecision, what ifs, overwhelm, or worry. As Burak from Idea Vision Action put it, when I have mental clarity, I appreciate my life. I see how lucky I am, and I have been. The issues that keep my mind busy when I'm stressed don't bother me that much. When I have mental clarity every day, I strive for mental clarity. As someone who overthinks things, it's easy for me to get caught up in my own thoughts. When I overthink my to-do list and agonize about what to do first, I often end up talking myself out of things. Mental clarity feels the opposite of a foggy mind. When I'm focused, away from distractions, and free of self-doubt, I feel like I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. With a clear mind, I don't worry about what could go wrong because those thoughts don't have time to cross my mind. I'm ultimately able to take action more easily, knowing that I'm doing things that align with my goals. Clarity helps you find focus and direction. If you've ever felt lost or directionless in life, you probably know how hard it can be to make progress on anything. When you have clarity around your goals and priorities, it's easier to move towards what you want out of life. When you're clear on the reasoning behind why you're doing something, it's so much easier to get things done. If you've ever started a project only to give up halfway through, you probably weren't clear on why you were doing it in the first place. With a clear mind, I don't worry about what could go wrong, because those thoughts don't have time to cross my mind. I'm ultimately able to take action more easily, knowing that I'm doing things that align with my goals. Clarity helps you find focus and direction. If you've ever felt lost or directionless in life, you probably know how hard it can be to make progress on anything. When you have clarity around your goals and priorities, it's easier to move towards what you want out of life. When you're clear on the reasoning behind why you're doing something, it's so much easier to get things done. If you've ever started a project only to give up halfway through, you probably weren't clear on why you were doing it in the first place. Clarity makes it easier to prioritize when your brain is foggy and you're riddled with indecision. It's hard to make choices that get you to where you want to be. Mental clarity helps you to make decisions with ease instead of overthinking. It also makes it easier to organize an overwhelming to-do list and decide what to work on first. Clarity helps you push through doubt when you're unfocused and distracted. It's easy to start doubting yourself. Mental clarity helps you to see yourself honestly and non-judgmentally instead of worrying about what others think of you. A clear and focused mind won't even entertain these thoughts. Clarity helps you feel content. Have you ever felt guilty for not appreciating your life, even though your life is pretty dang good? Instead of second-guessing whether your life is good enough, mental clarity allows you to see things as they are. It gives you the awareness to appreciate the little things that often go unnoticed, so you can feel more content with what is. Here are 5 signs you might be lacking mental clarity. You constantly question yourself and what you're doing. You have to ask others for their advice about everything. Why you say yes to everything? Because you're not sure what to prioritize. Overwhelmed with ideas and never know which one to work on first. You start creative projects, but fail to finish them. Go for a walk in the park, find a quiet place, and try meditation techniques with step-by-step instructions. Make it a low-tech day. Keep your television, computer, cell phone and other electronics turned off. Stretch at home, take a bath, leave your phone in a different room. Will you focus on just enjoy your time in the warm water? Quit your cell phone addiction, cleanse your mind on your cleansing day. Try to take steps to free yourself from the past events that continue to bother you. Start a personal ritual, such as writing a letter. You don't have to send it to get out your feelings, or buy a beautiful journal to give yourself a regular outlet for all your emotions, regrets, and worries. Don't push these emotions away. Harness them and move on as a smarter person.